But let's find out what our first task of the day is. Quite keen to sort of rattle through these and try and get this game complete, because if there's any DLC coming out, I want to be up to date, ready to go. So, job 3470 on the Spitfire still. Engage returning fighter escorts. A few hits on one. Enemy ran away without a fight. Okay, replace all gunpowder patches. Refuel the aircraft. Rearm the machine gun. Nice standard warm-up mission to begin with. Good, good. As I walk straight into the wingtip and obviously potentially blind myself. Lovely. Right, so what I've already forgotten. Replace the gunpowder patches, rearm the guns. Okay, standard. Yes, good. Right, so let's get that open. Let's get these open, get these guns changed. And this may or may not be our last couple of Spitfire missions. Now, what's interesting to find out is how do we migrate to the Mosquito? You know, I'd hate to think that we have lost, you know, the pilot, and that's how we got transferred, because we've already lost one pilot, and that's how we got Oscar. But fingers crossed, it will be a requirement need rather than losing a good flight crew member. Oops. Right, yes, get this off. This camera is still not helping me too much. You can see the paintwork is starting to look a little bit shabby on this this crate. So yeah, I'm wondering if, unless we do a complete service and you know, wing spar change, and well, it does need a wing spar change, but you know, it's looking a bit shabby, and maybe that will cause the loss of a pilot. Hope not. Hope not. Hope not. Don't lose my pilots. You get a reputation if you start losing too many pilots as an engineer. Get that unlucky dogma. We don't want that for sure. Right. So let's quickly bash this out. Close, thank you. You click, but nothing happens. Sometimes that's just the way it is. Yeah, so there's also another reason why I want to get this complete. I like the satisfaction of clearing games down and knowing I've completed them, and happy days. And also we've got some other stuff which I just want to have a look at it during the stream time as well. So something completely different at all. Things like Bus Simulator 2018. Started doing a few videos on that, and it's one of those really relaxing, chilled games, and it's actually surprisingly good. It appeals to many people who, when you first hear it, think, not for me, thank you. But I've had a couple of comments even this week saying, am I going to do any more? Because they started to watch those videos and they surprised themselves with how much they enjoyed them. So yeah, I'm going to get some bus sim on here as well, I think, and that's a good way of really making some ground on those. I've got a DLC for it for the new expansion. Oh, yeah, they got a new areas of the map that's been reopened, so yeah, I want to check that out as well, and hopefully do that next week. Now in the UK, fortunately, next Monday is a bank holiday, so I get the day off, which is great. No doubt I've got like a minimum one chores to do, so I'm hoping that probably next Tuesday, if we can get some streaming time in for next Tuesday, because I've managed to get three. Is this the second or third Tuesday in a row I've managed to stream now? So you know, it's getting dangerously close to being frequent. So yeah, you never know. I might actually look to get a schedule. So I would like to do 2 streams a week. I'm not quite there yet with all the other things, bits and bobs I need to do, but that's the general idea. Just trying to lock down a time when we can do it. So, because I want to do all sorts of things. I want to do a whole variety of games, not just simulators, but you know, I have my second channel, the Exile Extra, where I do things like Subnautica. I'd like to get some Subnautica on the stream just so we can get some progress in it. Because it's been, you know, sometimes these things drag on and you just want to crack on with them. And when I say drag on, I mean that in the nicest possible way. You know, people are losing interest in wanting to watch old games, but if you can keep a playthrough going, even on an old game, as long as it's frequent and the story is still going and people are still engaged, then it can be good. Because one of the things I started watching somebody play Skyrim today, and I was thinking, I haven't played Skyrim for like a million years, and for some reason I got a real nostalgia bug to go and play Skyrim. I don't know why. I'd have to even look at some of the mods, because obviously I get it modded to get some fancy graphics and stuff. But yeah, these are all things, you know, I wanna get sort of settled, and it'd be quite good if I could get 2, maybe 3 nights regularly streaming. Then, you know, one night we can do simulations, another night we can do, you know, story-based games, and then the third one could be whatever floats our boat on the evening. So that'd be quite good. There we go, all refueled. Thank you, Steve. Let's get up there. Hopefully this ladder's going to play ball this week. Last week we had all sorts of problems with it. There we go. Put the cap in. There we go. There we go. Off with you. Off your toddle. This over here, and that should be job done. We'll sign that one off. Excellent. Job 3470 complete. Replaced all gunpowder patches, refueled the aircraft, rearmed the machine guns. Perfect job. Perfect job. Slowly cruising our way up to Flight Sergeant now. Quite a way to go, but hopefully. Oh, there's a big load. Have we got a potential transfer coming up? The rumble of the oil Bowser. No, not this time. Okay, so Oscar Willoughby still with us, thank goodness, in tail number K9923. In job 3481, too many numbers, I know. Enemy contact, bombers without escort, down 2, received a few hits. So we need to replace all gunpowder patches, refuel the aircraft, patch all the bullet holes, rearm the machine guns, replace the gun camera. Okay, so a similar job, but just a bit more patching up with the old the bullet casing. So where did he take a couple of hits then? Oh yeah, he got peppered along the wing here. Look at this. Can I jump up here? So there we go. He's obviously had a bit of a tail. Well, one of the gunners have got a piece of him. So is it just there? Has it come all the way through? It has come all the way through. Anything on this side? You know, it doesn't really hold much luck for this this aircraft. Because if I just come out of this, look, you can already see how many blooming rivets there are in this aircraft. There's more rivet material than there is original material, I think. But never mind. Right, so let's get the old do I need to oh wait. Okay, so the bullets were coming from below through here, so we need to actually cut these jagged edges off. Okay, well we get these 2 riveted in. Yeah, we only have olive green rivets. We don't have, or rivet patches. We don't have anything else. So we're just gonna have to go with that. Right, cut these 2 off. They're the only 2 in our vision at the moment. Love a bit of riveting, which is nice because it means the other side should be fairly easy. Wow, yeah, he really did take a bit of punishment, didn't he? So how many holes is it before the actual wing loses a bit of structural integrity? I know this is just surface covering really, so it's not that big a deal, but oh, there you go. A bit of a jump start now. Now, will we be having olive green rivets for below the wing? I'm guessing we will, because we're putting olive green rivets on the roundel, but where are we going? Oh, we're making our way up here. God, yes. Surprised actually. Where are these? Yeah, we're quite lucky he didn't get any going through and hitting the machine guns, causing any damage there. Right, is that the lot? Let's have a quick scan with old inspection mode. Inspection mode is looking good. Yeah, happy. Hey Auto Fire, how you going? How you going? How's it going? How are you this fine evening? Doing a bit more repairing to this poor battered old Spitfire. Just saying it's got more rivets than it has original material on this wing now. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, it's all green rivets with this. More roaring merlins to accompany your night shift. Oh, there we go. That'll keep you awake, if nothing else, eh? How long are you going till? Have you just started your night shift, or are you some way through it? That may sound like a stupid question, but some people have night shifts. I have genuine night shifts, i.e. goes all the way till the early hours of the morning. Whereas I've also known people to have night shifts where it starts about 4 in the afternoon, they finish at 10 o'clock at night, that type of thing. Oh, till 7 AM. Oh, good God. Oh, good luck. That's a long old time. Yeah, that's quite scary. I'll have. Oh, yes. I'll be up before you leave work. Sadly, yeah. Gotta get up at 6:30 to walk the dog. Back in time so I can take the daughter to school. Oh, actually, it's not that bad to be honest with you. There's nothing quite like getting out first thing in the morning, especially if it's nice in the country. Walking the dog, it's quite nice. As long as you don't meet anything else, it's nice and stress-free. Nice way to start the day. Right. Gun camera and guns, I think, is the only thing we got left to do now. Good job, Mr. Yes, indeedy. Lovely. Are you on permanent night shift, or do you rotate to more sociable hour shifts sometimes? Admiral Nipster, good evening. Good evening. Trained and licensed mechanic at your service. Oh well then. Try not to cringe too much at my actions. Just remember, I'm a semi-trained incompetent. So yeah, no reason to get too upset with my amateurish mechanic mischief. Right, let's get her filled up. Oh, they're passing quite a few passes this evening already on these Spitfires. Normally you get 1 or 2 in about 5 minutes, and this has probably been about a lot more than that in 20. So yeah, they seem to be doing a lot of practice flights today, it would seem. Or just that my headphones could be set that it's incredibly loud in my ear, so I'm noticing it more. Right, off you go, Steve. Thank you very much. Right, ladder out the way. Oh, I've got to rearm the machine guns. Oh yeah, sorry, I got chatting and I forgot to do that. It's because I've just done that on the other mission. I thought, ah yes, in the back of my head for some reason I thought I'd done it. Good job, I have a list. I do actually make a list when I do things in real life because I find it so much easier to remember every little thing, and I get the satisfaction of ticking it off once I do it. Oh, I love a list. Love a good list, me. Right, let's get these ammo boxes out. You were promoted to permanent nights. Is that promoted with exclamation mark? Yes. Well, congratulations on the promotion. I never work nights, but I work shift, as in on call, where people ring me all hours of the day. And you know, I got that kind of broken sleep because I was working a normal office 9 till 5, or 8 till 4 it was actually. And then went home for a couple of hours, and then all the phones would be handed back to me at 8 o'clock in the evening, and I'd then have to bring that through all the way to the next day and start my next day again. That you have that for a whole week, and it's just absolute hell on earth with the broken sleep. Kills you, absolutely kills you. I did that for 2.5 years, and that almost broke me. The money was good, obviously, because you're doing 90-hour weeks and you've got unsociable hour income. Oh, it's not income, it's kind of like a rate. You get unsociable pay for working unsociable hours. But hell, man, that was hard work. But, you know, I needed cash at the time to keep my house when the ex left, so you do what you need to do. But yeah, I wouldn't want to do it again. No, definitely not. Ask away if any questions. I will do. Oh, you'll regret saying that. You'll regret saying that. See, they're over again. Hello, Black Fox. How's it going? They're flying over very frequently. We must have a pretty lass in the navvy or something, or the naffy, should I say, to get the attention of the flyboys like this. Get these on. You've done it since '96. They deliver your wages in a wheelbarrow. You mustn't grovel. Oh, I like that. that is the upside of doing, you know, out of social hours. You do get paid usually well for it. It's just not me. I like to see the sun. Because I'm rubbish. Well, I'm actually pretty good, better than I was at sleeping during the day. When in doubt, ask a pro. I just tend to blag it. Yeah, when in doubt, just have a go, and if it all goes wrong, call the pro in and say, oh, I don't know. The missus was trying to have a go, you know. That's why I blame it on her. It always works. Shh, just in case she overheard that. Be quiet. Yeah. Oh, I know, Black Fox. It's the worst, isn't it? Without a routine, it kills you. It absolutely kills you. Right, I try and do this super quick, but I always worry that I miss something. Right, last one, I hope. Otherwise, I've missed something. Yes, last one. Oh no, that's the task complete. Yes, done. Done. All primary tasks completed. Bish bash bosh. Another one out the park. Brilliant. Dit da dit. Well, dit. Hang on. Dit da dit. I pronounced that correctly, haven't I? Welcome. Hello. Good to see you again. West Coast USA. I'm trying to think what you're back. 8 hours behind us there. So anyway, order summary. Oh my goodness, I can't hear myself. Job number 3481 complete. Replaced all gun port patches, refueled the aircraft, bullet holes patched, rearmed the machine guns, replaced the gun camera tape. Perfect job. Up to 2. Oh my goodness, I can't speak. 2664. There we go. Continue. Huzzah. I don't know, it was like that when I got it. Yeah. It's always the classic, isn't it? Yeah, Black Fox, I enjoy this game. I really have. It's one of those... It's a perfect little chill game. I don't have to... You know, you just come here, relax. Obviously, there are some timed missions where you kind of panic. And last week it took us forever and a day to find the battery. I didn't even know there was a battery compartment. But we found that. Thanks to some help from my mind's gone blank, but from one of the viewers. Right, job number 3489. No contact. Refuel and check the ignition. Oh, okay. But yeah, I've never played Train Mechanic Simulator. I'm guessing the soundtrack is a lot better because that is just amazing. But yeah, no, it's a subject I love. I love, obviously, World War II aircraft, so it's kind of like a subject I love anyway. So, and Car Mechanic Simulator is fun. But this one, you just get to work on some beautiful vintage aircraft. Obviously, they're not vintage at the time because we're set during World War II. So, right. So, by check the ignition, I assume he means check the spark plugs and or the ignition leads. No, the ignition leads looks pristine. Let me just... I've got the camera warped all the way around there. So, right, let's take this off. And we'll just check all the spark plugs as well. He didn't tell me what the issue or the symptoms was he's had with the ignition. So, that's fine, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine. We got a damaged spark plug there, so we'll get that one out. Check the other side. Try not to crack our head on the propeller, which I do so often. So often. Right, that one looks good, fine, and fine. Okay, let's get up on top. Where's me ladder? Oh, here we go. Can't place the ladder. Just a secret of the trade. We know when you've tried it yourself, we can spot it immediately. Yeah. I once tried to service an issue with my gas boiler, my combi boiler, and I got to the point where I got stuck. Oh, I think one of the parts actually got jammed, and I had to call the engineer in. It's like, yeah, I don't know what happened, mate. Don't know what happened. Yeah, I'm sure. I guarantee he knew I'd been fiddling with it. Didn't say anything, bless him. But obviously, health and safety warning: do not touch your gas appliances unless you are a qualified person. I am an idiot, so I did it myself. Hang on, I'm trying to get my. There's a faulty spark plug there. Is that one there? And I can't quite get to it. She's a bit of a pain. Hang on. I'm trying to... I can't get the click spot. So while I get overcome with frustration, we'll check this side of the spark plugs as well. So that one's okay. Hang on. That one's okay. That one's okay. That one's okay. That one's okay. That one... They are okay. And that one's okay. Right. So it is just that one there I can't quite get to. There it is, look. There's the little blighter. Gotcha. Plugs, leads, coil, starter motor. Yeah. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Always check the obvious things first, just in case it is just the sparks. We'll get this... Replace them as we go, because sometimes it'll just tell us that we've completed it. Whereas actually we're not playing this on fully hardcore mode, because if you play fully hardcore mode, then you can actually do the repair and then you sign it off yourself. So it can be a bit of an issue because you can miss stuff. Right. This is really awkward. There we go. You've got to find a spot where you can actually put the spark plug in, because the ghost of the ignition leads want to pop up. Right, so that one goes in that spark plug there. You see what I mean? That it'd be good if this didn't. There you go. Task complete. Ignition system checked. There we go. It'd be good if that didn't pop on until all spark plugs were in. I guess that's probably a little fail-safe if they did that. But it just makes trying to locate it with this ghost image of the ignition wires a fair bit tricky at times. Right, pop those on. That's the ignition done. As long as there's no banana in the tailpipe. Well, I haven't checked for one of those yet, but he hasn't said anything. So, relying on pilot reports and all that jazz. The camera gets quite excited sometimes, and it throws you quite the distance away from where you initially were. Oh, it's because I'm on this side of the aircraft and I was leaning over, apparently. No wonder the camera was having problems. It is quite a forgiving camera in many ways, but it can snap back. Right! Refuel the aircraft. Will do. Let's stand up and get the old fuel cap out. Beverly Hills Cop. Where did that come from? Oh, here we go. As long as there's no bananas. Oh, Beverly Hills Cop. That's where the reference came from. Oh yeah, I remember. Obviously I'm an 80s. I'm with Autofire here. We're 79ers. Good old Beverly Hills Cop. Admiral Nipster, good evening. Well, yeah, there's always these things, and you know, even though it can be a bit tricky to get to bits and pieces on the aircraft, it's nothing like what it is in real life. You know, anyone who's done any minor mechanics on a car or bike or any device will know that it's never as straightforward. Especially these days when they pack everything in so tightly, you can barely get your hand in. It's a nightmare. Technically he's a 70s kid, but only by a year. Yeah, only by 6 months for me, but yeah. So first you got me hooked on Silent Hunt at 5 and Walls of Steel. Now I get this game where it will hook me. Oh, I don't know if you were here earlier, Black Fox. Yeah, I was going to say we're trying to rattle through or get this job, Oh, one line and I've signed for it. Trying to get this this game completed because I want to get onto Bus Sim. You let Kathy know, and because I've been given the DLC for the new expanded map, which would be quite interesting. And that should be a good, fun, chilled game just to kind of pass the time on as well. Looking for nice chilled games to stream. I think that'd be quite cool. Right, ignition system checked. Refueled the aircraft. Bish bash bosh. Done. 2,704 points. Happy days. Right at the start of the stream, I sort of showed the load screen where it showed that we started with 69% completion. So we've got to be in the 70% completion now, which means we've got to be in that time to transition to the Mosquito. I would have thought. So we've done quite a bit on the Spitfire. Not that I've got a problem with that because I love the Spitfire, but yeah. It'd be nice to look at the Mosquito soon enough. Right, job 3494. Patrol over the channel, long distance chase after unknown aircraft. Check coolant. Refill the coolant, refuel the aircraft. Oh, nice simple ones, yeah. It's got that feeling that we're coming to the end of this. It's nice simple jobs, isn't it? You can see the aircraft is looking a little bit beaten, a little bit scruffy, a little bit worn around the edges. You know, so every time they go over it, they're often in a different formation, which is quite nice. Well, according to the Citroen C5 Mark 1 repair guidebook, you need to change the low beam light bulb. You shall remove the front bumper and front headlight. So 1 hour repair for the light. What? I mean, that's ridiculous. Now, I used to have an Alfa Romeo, and yes, you could. Well, that was an absolute faff if your lights went. God, you Italians must have like tiny hands and arms and wrists like an octopus to get their hand into the Alfa Romeos. But you could do it, you know, with cut knuckles and scraped wrists and agonising pain after an hour. But you know, you could get it done. But yeah. It's funny, I was looking at the girlfriend's car. I had to go through a MOT last week, and of course the washer, windscreen washer wasn't working. So I was like, oh, what's wrong with that? Fluid was full. I could hear the pump working. It's just, oh, okay. It was all gunked up around the fuel pump filter. I was like, oh, wash that out. And it's like, oh, you got to sort of take the wheel arch out to get to it. It's like, oh, God. So I just disconnected the pipe and blew it through, and it got it through the MOT, and it stopped working again now, so I need to fix that this weekend. But it got it through the MOT is what I'm trying to say. It's such a faff, isn't it? It's such a faff. Right. Oh, God, coolant. Okay, now, those of you who've seen some of this before will know we often have issues with the coolant where it seems to get stuck in our hand. It's French, what do you expect? They usually... Well, I don't know. I haven't... Well, the last French car I had... Oh, I've had 2 Renaults in my time, so I have had French cars. And actually, they were very good cars. I had a Renault 19 as my first ever car when I first passed my test. And then later I got a Renault Laguna Sport thing. Oh, there we go. Down you go. Excellent. Right, let's get this all capped off and we should be good. Another job in the diary, ticked off. Did you hear voices then? I thought somebody was about to start singing in the other e-pen next to us, but we can't get round there sadly. Lovely. Right, I think that is another job. 3494 done. Oh, we're flying through them this evening. So I love the 68 Chevy Impala. Lots of room to work and compared to today's cars. Yeah, I guess. Well, especially American cars anyway. They're like the size of buses, aren't they? Well, compared to the European style cars, we tend to have quite small cars here. Speaking of which, I fired up my motorbike last weekend. Quite excited. A couple of days ago. I've got a broken indicator, front indicator, which I need to replace, the actual stick itself. And then I think she's almost good for an MOT. So hopefully I'll get her on the road very soon for the summer. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Right, job number 3500. Woo. No enemy contacts, check the oil. Okay, these are just filler jobs by the feel of it. Check the oil, refuel the aircraft, refill the oil. Check the oil filter. Taff, learn to read. Oh, every time I cut my head on that. Fuel filter, oil filter. It's damaged. I'll replace it then. Actually, I might be able to repair it. I don't know how you would repair a filter. I suppose get all the gunk off it and see if it can work again. I don't know. Is it repairable? Let me just check before I walk up. It is all before I walk all the way over here like it's a huge task and it'll take up my entire day, but you know what I mean. Right, let's try and get this repaired then. Bit of oil, blop, and of course, you know, you can absolutely confirm this that this is how you do it. This is how you do it. It's this is how you repair damaged filters. Is just put a bit of oil on it. There we go. We've repaired it. Get 4 in a row. Oh, restore status is 100%. Oh, that takes it to 130%, which makes it pristine. Oh, I see. That's interesting. Okay, I'd have thought 100% was pristine, but apparently not. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Clip round. That on. It's good that we didn't have to drain any of the oil out to do that. We can just pull the filter out and put it back in. Yes, that's the simplicity of it. Makes it work so easy. Can you imagine that was a car and have... Now I am fully expecting that you would have to remove the oil, full oil change to actually change the filter, but for some reason you can get away with not doing it here. The old oil filter was made with a cotton filter inside. You could normally take it apart and clean it out. Oh, okay. Nice. Taff needs a motorcycle repair simulator. Yes. Well, no, it's because you got the plastic bit of the stick, and then it's got like a rubber grommet which then slots into the bike. The rubber grommet's perished, and it's just sort of hanging loose. So and you can't buy that rubber grommet on its own apparently. So I've had to buy an entire replacement stick. It's like 20 quid, so it's not like the end of the world, but slightly annoying. Even more slightly annoying because I know I bought one a few years ago, but could I find it? Because I cracked the actual orange indicator lens on it previously, So I'd bought a replacement and swapped the lenses out. So I knew I've got to stick in the grommet somewhere, but could I find it? Could I L? So yeah, I had to order another one. And as soon as that new one turns up, guarantee I'll find the old one. Or the one I bought. Because that's always the way. If you want to find something, buy a replacement and you can guarantee you'll find it. Oh god, I'm having all sorts of problems with this ladder. Hang on. No, up the ladder. Oh, hang on. Right. If we can get onto... Climb onto the wing. Just get onto the bloody wing. Oh, get on the wing! Oh! Oh, okay. The oil hose won't stretch. I know what the problem was. Right, okay. Hang on. Let's bring this close. Oh, do you know what? Let's just get rid of the ladder full stop. It's just causing me no end of problems. And so let's bring this nice up and close. And I've got to go around it. This oil Bowser is like the trickiest little lighter in the world. Got there in the end. The game is setting you up for a complete engine strip and rebuild next. Do you know what? I wouldn't put it past it. I would not put it past it at all. Let's. I've got a funny feeling we might lose this aircraft. It's getting past its best, and yeah, you could be right. It could be a complete restrip and reservice. But there we go. I'm hoping not. Right, let's get this Bowser out of the way. Can't find it. Probably in the box marked kitchen utensils. Do you know what? Oh, I don't know. I've moved home twice since I bought that. So in the last, yeah, we're in the current property we're in. We've been in it almost a year now. So, yeah, and the previous November I'd moved. When I sold my house into the rented house. So yeah, it's 2 house moves in a year. I'm not surprised I can't find anything, to be honest with you. Right, what I've completely refuel the aircraft. Oh, I do need my ladder back. Come on, ladder. Can we make peace? Can we be friends, please? There we go. Who would have thought the most complex thing in the repairing aircraft game would be the ladder? It blooming is! It's my nemesis. Look, it's not playing ball. There we go. Many people have had accident ladders, Accident ladders? Yeah, accidents on ladders. It's been a long day when you can't even speak properly. And a ladder has got the best of you. It's got you all kerfuffled. Thanks, Steve. Oh, I better put the cap on before I let him go. Hello, Mr. Ree. Good evening, Taff. Apart from all the ladder troubles, I missed anything? No, we're making good progress on the Spitfire. You can see she's getting a little bit battered and a little bit worn now. We've done a few bullet holes. She had more holes in her wing. Look, you can see all the dots. She's been absolutely peppered with bullet holes. Ignition issue, just minor issues really. She's getting a bit old, long in the tooth. And we're over 70% of the game complete. So we're thinking perhaps the Mosquito won't be far away. So we've checked the oil filter, refueled the aircraft, refilled the oil, and saved spare parts. Yes, I was thinking, what's that? Save spare parts. Where's my mouse? There we go. Brilliant. Up to 2794, making our way up to the next level nicely. I'm waiting to be transferred any minute now. It's probably not going to happen now. It's probably not going to happen. You'll probably find there's like 2 jobs on the... Oh, here we go. 1 year later, number 105 Bomber Squadron, Horsham, St. Faith Airfield. Oh We've got a mosquito! We've got a mosquito! Now, will there be Spitfires flying overhead or mosquitoes? I'm going to say Spitfires because they probably haven't changed the... Actually, I can hear them now. Where are they coming? They're Spitfires. Let's not worry about... Hang on, is it a time job? Oh, here you go. Welcome to the 105th. The command wants us to be fully operational within a month, which means a lot of flight hours for us and a lot of maintenance work for you. Luckily, I've been told that you've already spent a year developing this plane, have I? So I'm sure you're up to the task. For now, just check the fluids and refuel her. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Normally people are not excited about mosquitoes, but look at how gorgeous this one is. And I don't smash my head on the wingtip. I love it already. Oh, it's the bomber variety. Ooh. Oh no, it's a recon one. Oh, it's got Bombay doors, but I'm guessing therefore put cameras there, can't you? Wow, I love it. I love it so much. Look at this baby. Can we walk? I probably need a ladder, but can we hop on the wing? No, we can't. Right. Where's my ladder? Where's my nemesis? It's all the way over here. God, this pen's a lot bigger, isn't it? Oh, I suppose it has to be. Yep, this is exactly what I wanted to do. Brilliant, thank you. Let's have a look around the airfield while we're here. Okay, nothing on the taxiway, nothing over on those hangars. Got some more E-pens over there. That's the control tower. Look at all the barrage balloons. It's a fairly, brisk wind, and it's quite, yeah, it's fairly strong. It's not deviating at all. That's a strong wind, that is. And look at that. That's just beautiful. Oh, I just want to look at her and stare at her. Right, I don't even know what the task was again. Refuel the aircraft, refuel the oil, refuel the coolant. Right, I have... Stop doing that, you moron. I have no idea where anything is on here. I'm guessing we'll find out. Right, what's this little thing? Port engine caroling. Does it have any little coolant access? Yeah, there we go. Oh, this is just the best. I'm so excited. Where's the coolant? Oh, it's all the way over here. Oh, wow. How many cans of coolant does it take? Could have parked a little bit closer. Taffia drooling. I know. Twin Merlings. I know. What could possibly go wrong? I know it exactly right. Are we supposed to fill this pipe? If you overfill, can you? There you go. Got a little bit in there. It's got a little bit in there. Okay, I think we're good. Right, I better put that. Well, we're gonna have to do the other engine as well. So I'm guessing that's an individual coolant, isn't it? They're not shared. Right, coolant on one engine. On engine number 1 done. You don't have a drool filter in chrome. I know. Oh man, I love the Spitfire, but my goodness, look at this. The wooden wonder. Oh, the coolant. Oh, okay. I guess it's on the inside of both then. Yeah, okay. How do I... The ladder goes there, right. Oh wow, can we hop onto the wing? Keep off. Okay, no, apparently not. Right, we'll get the coolant done here. And that's something we'd at least done. Oh, they're twin ladders. Save you having to move the ladder in time. No, this game is quite a cruel game. I wouldn't have thought they'd have given me 2 ladders. I'll have a look though, hang on. Got a jack, tail jack there. No. Got a little stand there. Axle stand. No, got a bucket over there. Got another jack there, but no. Nope. No such luck. There's a war on, you know. We can't be going giving you 2 ladders. Honestly. The luxuries of that. Oh, that just... Brilliant. We just crept over the minimum line with that can of coolant. So, oh, go on. Let's do a proper job and let's fill that one up properly. I don't like to have it just on the minimums. Obviously, it's a brand new aircraft. Let's look after it a little bit more. There we go. I feel a little bit better about that. There we go. Taking proper care of it. If you overfill, there's a chance to damage the engine since the coolant's working temperature is around 112 degrees Celsius. Let's watch my head on that. If there isn't a space for the steam to accumulate, you'll blow the engine. Oh, okay. That doesn't sound good. Now, I did, you know, my limited mechanical know-how tells me that's not a good idea. So, okay. But even if you overfilled it, I thought there must be a way you can drain it. There must have a drain on it somewhere, mustn't it? You'd have thought. Because, you know, it must be easy to do. What was the other things? Fuel and oil. Right, I reckon. Oh, there's where the jack point goes on there. So where's the first aid kit under the pilot's seat? Sling. Okay. Prime pump inside knob to be used, screwed in tight after. The knob is to be screwed in tight after use. That's always a good bit of advice there, fellas. What does that one say? Trestle. That's where your trestles are. There's the jack point. Right, okay. Now we need to figure out where's the so the fuel tanks are probably around here somewhere, aren't they? You would have thunk it'd be like modern aircraft in the wing. Oh, I can't. It's not letting me do that. So let me grab my ladder and we'll go at the back of the wing and have a look. If anybody knows where the fuel tanks are, then yeah, don't be shy. Call it out. Aha, we're on the wing. What do we have here? Fuel. Here we go. 100 octane only. Capacity 56 imperial gallons. Found it. There's a pressure release valve in the cap, and normally you would use the big syringe mechanical version in case you overfilled it. Okay. Good to know. Right. Steve, could you bring the truck out? Oh, he's not going to do it, is he? Wait, I'm going to have the ladder from the front, otherwise I'm not going to get the fuel line in. More fuel. This better have an extendable fuel line, otherwise we're in trouble. Oh yeah, it's got all the room in the world. Brilliant. Now, can we grab another fuel line? No is the answer, so we're going to have to do them individually. Okay, let's get this topped up. Lovely. One done. On the plus side, this version of the Mosquito I don't think had any armament. So, we don't have to do any more rearming of machine guns. Obviously, they did have a version with guns in the nose, but this isn't have it because this is the Bomber Strike Recon version. So this was just pure speed. Right. Beautiful. Right, let's go and do the other fuel tank. Just pass the ladder through the propeller because, you know, that works. No armaments and its indicators will work. I mean, yeah, it's the perfect machine. Oh, I'm stuck. stuck. Oh, there you go. I fell off the ladder and I thought I was going to be trapped for the rest of my days. Good stuff. Okay, I've filled those 2 tanks up, and you will have noticed it hasn't gone dum da dum da bum, as in job complete. I can't put that on there. Okay, let's get rid of the fuel for a second. Oh, there we go. Are one of these? No. If there's the outer, is there an inner fuel tank as well? No, it can't be. Surely not. Can we put the ladder there? Oh, yes, it can go there. Yeah, it's got an inner fuel tank here. Okay, hadn't spotted that one. Oh my goodness, how many fuel tanks is this? It's got quite a few. Is the answer. Right, I'm gonna have to do the other side again. I can't reach that. Oh my goodness me. Right. Who knew it had so much fuel? Is there enough fuel in the Bowser? Oh, these must be big tanks. Look at that. It's 80 gallons, 90 gallons. Ding ding. Done. Right. Sorry, my phone was just going off, so I just switched it on to silent. Sorry about that. Right. Fuel back for a bit until we get this all sorted out, and then we'll sort the other one out. So 2 Merlin engines, 48 spark plugs to check. Oh my good god. Yeah, I hadn't even thought of that. Oh god, no. Oh, let's go back to the tiger moth. All was forgiven. Ow. Walk straight into the propeller. Right, get this. Lovely. Right, I think if I can reach the fuel. I feel like a very short person. I can't reach the fuel line. Let's hope we never have to do a full double engine strip. That could be, oh my god, it would be here all night. That'd be like 4 hours worth. Right. This should be the fuel finished. Fueling done. Excellent. Right, at least we've got something right. No, in fact, that's 2 things we've got right, isn't it? We've done the coolant and we've done the... Off you go, Steve. You're probably empty now. Oh, the front wheels turned and everything. Oh, I thought it was just going to sort of slide around, but no, it didn't. It's quite good. Right. Fuel done. Anybody know where the oil's kept? I'm sure they give you these style missions just so you can get familiarised with the. Oh, we've got to take this. Oh, we've got to take the shroud off. So you need to hide the exhaust when they fly at night. Oh, I missed a couple. I'm guessing if we take this off, we should be able to see the. Let's have a look in here, shall we? So what have we got? We've got the magnetos, the wheel casing, that's all good. The left exhaust is looking good. In here we've got supercharger. What's that there? That's the fuel filter. That's obviously the radiator. I'm guessing the oil's on the other side, isn't it? Darn. Right, get this shroud off. It's nice to have a look around anyway. And as I say, I'm sure that's where they give you these kind of missions to begin with when you first get on these aircraft, so you can have a good proper look around, get yourself familiarised with the aircraft. Right, so the right magneto, we've got the oil control valve there. Should all be good. This is brand new, so this should all be green. Hydraulic pump. Some undistinguishable bits and bumps down there. We've got the engine starter there. Hydraulic pump there. Right, so anyway, so this is the oil. The oil control valve, so theoretically, if you just follow the follow the pipes, you should be able to find something. Propeller pitch, governor. Let's get this all. Let's double check this is all good. While he's floundering around in the engine compartment. Okay. Taff, you've been live for 1 hour. I should have 120 millilitres of water by now. Okay, let's just stop and have a drink. Oh. Don't start scaring me of how much work there's potentially to do. 24 pistons, 3 piston rings per... Oh my goodness me. Extremely later, Taff stands there marvelling at the aircraft for the 50th time. It's a pretty aircraft, what can I say? It's a really pretty aircraft. Oh my goodness, look at this. Let's take all these out and let's have a look underneath. Have a good look around this Merlin. Oh, look at that. Lovely. Right, let's just come in here and have a proper look. Right, so we've got the sun in our eyes. That's what we've got. Hydraulic. Coolant. So there's a coolant. We know the coolant tank. That goes to there. No. Where the oil tank? Just follow the pipes. Look, it's just logic, isn't it? If Mr. Spock was here right now, Mr. Spock. I wasn't really that formal with Spock, so yeah, Mr. Spock. He would say, just do logical steps and we'll get there. Right, so there's the cylinder head. I'm just painting this green now. Right, there we go. Lovely. Right, so usually I can't get the angle of the dangle right. The oil, I can't find the oil. Why is the oil not in there? This is ridiculous. Hang on. We've got that, which is the oil control valve, yeah? So that goes and that goes in there. And on the other way, they got that pipe comes down there, it goes into there. Under the top cover? What do you mean this top cover here? I've got the engineer scratching his head now. Good time zone. Hello, Private Paula. How are you? Good to see you. Keep blinding myself with that sun. I don't learn my lesson. We're currently, to bring you up to speed, looking for the oil filter and the oil, well, the oil inlet really, on the Mosquito. Google foo of the location. Do you want it? It's not something stupid like in the wheel arch, is it? It wouldn't be, because if something flicked off the wheel, although it does have a guard, it could flick up and damage the pipework. It is in the... No way. What's it doing in there? Oh, is that not a design fault? See, I would have thought, if anything, I know it's got this like guard on it, but this mud guard, but anything flicked up, that could cause all sorts of bother. Crikey! Right, anyway, we found it. By hook or by crook. Alright, how on earth? They didn't think about this when they thought about refueling or re-oiling the damn thing, do they? Alright, let's drag this thing all the way over here then. To get to the oil tank, you have to jack up the engines, and they'll be in the landing wheel bay. I need to look where I'm going. Okay, so as we could do quick jobs with the Spitfire, because obviously it needed to be turned around very quickly during the Battle of Britain. Not so much with the Mosquito. It's going to be like very hard work indeed. Wouldn't it be great if you get the B-17? And obviously you come back with all sorts of damage and stuff, because that was a lot of those big bombers, the B-24, the Lancaster, they used to take so much punishment and still make it home. You can imagine getting one of those jobs. You'd be here for like 7 hours just to do an engine change and stuff. Oh, the blooming oil lead isn't long enough. Right, okay. Can we get some canned oil, please? Right, will you come under here? Right, now I've got to really squeeze myself under here. Now I can't get the oil. Oh, this is going well. This is going so well. You know, I was so excited to get to this aircraft. Now I can't move. Why can't? There we go. Right. Oh. Much faff? Blimey. Oh, look how small that gap is. Actually, it moves up quite slowly. It's actually quite difficult to see. But I think we're there. Blue Fox, hello. Oh, we're just up to some fun and games with finding the oil tank on this blooming Mosquito, and then faffing around doing everything else. Right, that's one oil tank done. I do have to put all the covers back on the engines, mind. But let's bring this over. That's why mechanics hate engineers. Fair enough. Oops. I may have just broken the tail of the plane there with the oil bowser, but no one saw nothing. All right. Right. Down you pop. I've managed to jam myself now. There we go. This is a bit of a faff, I'll be honest. This is faff central, but it should be worth it. Oh, God blimey. Well, we got the I'm stuck! It won't let me go that way. Why can't I go forward? Okay, hang on. Hang on, there's definitely an issue with this oil. It doesn't like going there. Right, what I'll do is try and pick the damn thing up first. And then we'll do a bit of remanoeuvring. I'm not the only one drooling today. There we go. Right, let's try and get this done a bit better now. Oh my goodness, there's so many keys to press. Can I pick up the... It's not going to let me pick up the... Ah, there we go. Yep. Okay, I needed to stand up to do it. And the only way I could do that is to get into the wheel arch itself. Can I jack it up higher? Yes, I might be able to actually, but I thought I could save myself a bit of time, but maybe you're right. Maybe that was a bit of a false economy. It would be easy just to jack the damn thing up and get under it. Oh. Refuel the oil. Such a small margin of error on that one. All primary tasks completed. Yes, just got to put the aircraft back together again now. Wonderful. Oh, I'm not looking forward to hard jobs on this. We're going to be here. Yeah, call in work tomorrow. You're not going in. Blimey, we're going to be here all night. Right, let's get out under here. But I'm delighted to have the Mosquito anyway. Let's get this Bowser out of the way. Did I read right? This game is still in early access. I believe it's so. It's still under development, yes. I haven't seen... there hasn't been a patch for a wee while, but there was a thing just the other week saying that they're looking to enhance the gameplay with adding more content, and they asked the community what would we like to see. Obviously, there's a lot of people saying, "Oh, we'd like to see more aircraft, different types of aircraft, that kind of thing." So they're still looking at the developing the game, which is good. Whether or not the extra aircraft will come in as standard game or as a DLC, I'm not sure. I would expect probably a DLC package, you know, similar to what you see with Car Mechanics Simulator, you know, for a couple of pound, couple of dollars, $6, $5, something like that, for a few more aircraft packs. That would be quite nice. But you know, there's quite a lot of modelling that goes into these. Oh, we're in the bomber. Here we go. Here's the cockpit. Didn't quite want to do that, but okay. Let's get the assistants screwing that in. Boop. Oh, it's quite detailed. Look, it's got all the switches here. Oh, that's quite nice. Is that the radio set there? Oh, I'm out of it now. Yeah, nice. I'll say the camera's a little bit wacky, but there we go. Let's get the shroud on. Done. I think that's done. Good. Let's get this ladder out of the way. Bloody ladder. It sold me making my purchase. All I can say is I've enjoyed playing this. I really have. I thought that's something I'd missed there. No, but I think she's done. Our first mission on the Mossie has gone well. Oh my goodness, I'm not looking forward to the next one. Refuel the aircraft, refuel the oil and the coolant. Perfect job. We get the same amount of points as we do for doing the same job on the Spitfire. Oh crikey, that's a bit harsh. But oh god, I'm scared about what's going to come next now. Oh, what's it going to be? Hopefully it's going to be nothing too much at all. Oil temperature. Okay, great. So, Charles Richardson is our pilot of Mosquito DZ548. He's given us jobs number 7263. Well, first flight and already some problems. The oil temperature of the right engine is a bit too high. See what you can do about it. Alright? Alright, my love? Alright. On the right engine. Your right or my right? Right, let's have a look at it then. Let's get all the covers off. Right, let's get these off. Oh god, hang on, I can't even get them in the straight line now. Let's get this swathe off. Before we do that, let's check the oil. Next, 6 mosquitoes and no fly swatters. Yes. Let's have a look in here. Let's make sure there's nothing obvious like, oh, the fuel filter, that's what I was going to check. Is the fuel cap okay? The fuel cap is fine. It's not that. I'm glad I ruled that out just before we went anyway. Right, let's have a look at. It said oil temperature, so it could be the coolant, couldn't it? What was his exact phrasing? The right engine is a bit too high on the oil temperature. Okay. The next level is having your hands tied behind your back so you can enjoy the skeeters better. Well, I will. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. But yes, I'm gonna have a think of. No, I didn't mean to put that back on. No, stop it. Oh, I thought I just took that off. I accidentally just put it back on. Let me do that properly this time and get it off. let's get this removed off. So what do we think then? Obviously you're going to check the oil. Oil temperature high is going to be probably a coolant issue, or the filter looked okay, so there's no issues there. Exhaust, that's okay. Oil pressure valve is okay. I'll just check everything, I suppose. Oil cooler, obviously. Oh, obviously oil cooler. Okay, we'll look through the window to do this. I love this camera so much. We'll have to look through the main hatch for this one. Right, let's come and have a look. There we are. Oil radiator is damaged. Oh, I didn't realise. So that's the coolant radiator. There's the oil radiator. I didn't realise it was like that. Oh, okay, that's an interesting setup. Oh god, that fell off. Well, I never. Taff drills over Mosquito, wife drills over more bus sim content. I know. Everyone's a winner. Right, inventory. Damage, you can't repair it. So let's go and get a new one. That's not an oil radiator, but anyway, we'll sign for it. Now you get some water coolers after dropping it. Yeah, well, I don't know. That wasn't the quite how I expected that to go, to be honest with you. I thought it wouldn't just drop to the floor. I'm sure I had a couple of assistants ably holding on to that and, you know, taking that away. That'd be fine. Right. I don't think I took anything out of the engine, did I? I can't remember doing so. So we should be good. Get that all done. This camera puts you in some strange positions, doesn't it? It just decides randomly where you should stand to unbolt all these. Lovely. And this one. Lovely. And now the shroud. Lovely. Is that everything? Did I take anything else off? I think that's it, isn't it? Looks like we need to refuel the aircraft again. We do. Okay, over to my nemesis, Mr. Ladder, and let's see what joys we can have. Right, let's start on the outer tank first. There you are. Right, you come. And that one needs to come off as well. Now I'm hoping I can do some sort of bad leaning sort of thing across the aircraft to get both from this point on the ladder. Right, we'll get this one done first. Chop this one up beautifully. I love you, day. And now number 2. Go on, please. Stretch. Stretch. Oh, you... We can't stretch. Darn. Let's put the cap in. We'll get this one sealed up then. Do you reckon there must be a sweet spot? Oh, I can't put that little bit on when I've still got this in my hand. So we'll pop that back. Yeah, I'm sure they've done this, so it just takes you forever to do it properly. Right. There must be somewhere we can do it. Maybe this is... There. I wonder, can we... No, we probably couldn't reach that one either. I think you have to set them up separately each time. That's going to be a bit of a faff, isn't it? With 4 fuel tanks like that. Oh, let's fully open the valves. We might actually get there a bit quicker. Yep, that'll do for her. Right. That's that wing done. There we go. Oh yeah. This suddenly becomes... Refueling on the Spit was like one of the quickest and easiest things in the world to do. We even had, obviously, the changing the armaments and the gun boxes, or the ammo boxes, down to a T, but yeah. As I said earlier, it was designed to be quickly turned round. Right, now maybe... No, I'm miles away from both of the tanks here. This is not a good place to stand. Where is it? I can't even see it. It's there. Oh, you see now? That lets me do that there. Maybe I found the golden spot. Can you get to them from the back? A place you could reach both of the front is already occupied by the engine and the props. Yeah, the problem I have with reaching them from the back is I don't know if the oil line would stretch. Sorry, the fuel line would stretch. It might do. We'll have to try that out. But if you look at that looks fairly stretched as it is. Unless it's like, you know, the fuel lines at the petrol station, you can actually pull them and there's a little bit more give down here which comes out. I'm not sure. Try that out, but the golden spot, yes, the golden spot. It's a mechanical term. Those in the industry are, you know, we're well aware of that. Right, hang on. So can we? No, no, it's not going to play ball. I'm now stuck on this side of the ladder. Help! Help! I'm trapped! There we go. I have to crawl on my hands and knees. Now I can't stand up. There we go. Right, okay. Yeah, so if we came to it from the back. Hey. My ladder doesn't like to come back here. Ah, there maybe. So, oh. Right. Okay, so let's grab the fuel. Yeah, because it's got to go under the wing, hasn't it? Yeah, that's the limit of my fuel. So I can't. No, we can't get it from the back. It's good to test these things out, though. It's a learning experience for us all. I'm sure we'll just get better at it as we get more familiar with it. Trapeze artist he is not. No. No, my trapezing days are long gone. The arthritis and my stiffness in my back put tail to that. Right. I don't have arthritis, by the way, this is, in case you're worried. Right. 6 hours later, she has new oil. Fuel, sorry. God, my brain. It's burnt my brain out. Yes, it was worth a try. It's a good shout. What haven't we done? Fix problem with the oil temperature. Oh. We got ticks in the box, so hang on. What have I got in my inventory? That's always the classic. I've got nothing in my inventory. What have I failed to do though? Have I not put something back together properly? Did I take the oil cap off in here? No, that's all good. Right, here we go. Covers? Covers. Did I put the covers on? I can't see. I'm going to have to get the ladder. Oh, absolutely. You're right. Bang on. I forgot to put the covers on that one there. There we go. I even forgot to put the fuel cap in. Look at that. Oh, how lax of me. That'll be a reprimand by the chief mechanic. There we go. Good shout. Good shout. Alright, ladder over here. For some reason we started to climb the ladder. And that's the job done. Fantastic. Right, job number 7263. Refuel the aircraft. Fix the problem with the oil temperature. It was a perfect job. Another 30 scored, up to 2880. Woo! Let's find out. I'm scared we're going to get a tough job any second now. You wait for it. There's a suboptimal performance from the aircraft. Please could you strip everything and check for any oil or dirt in the pipelines? Yeah, no, is going to be the answer to that. There's a war on. Job number 7278. Charles Richardson, the pilot. One of the guys crashed during yesterday's landing, and now the CO wants us to all to practice patterns. Please check the wheels so there won't be any surprises. They're brand new. What have you? He didn't crash this aircraft, did he? I hope not. Right, we'll check the rear one to begin with. This looks like a solid... Oh, that's damaged. Okay, we'll get that one replaced. How's this one? That looks good. Do we want to check the undercarriage as well? Apparently that's all I can check, so that's good. That's all I will check. And that's a red one as well. Okay, so... Honestly, this aircraft's done 2 flights and already it's got 2 damaged wheels. So... That's the... Okay, let's figure out how the jacking system works on here. Oh, that goes there. Oh, they're the jacking points. Okay, yep, gotcha. So we get this one over here. Do we have a tail jack as well? Got a little stand. Does this go under the tail? It does. Right, okay, this is your standard jack that we've seen on the on anything really. Oh, hang on. Hang on, I've got to move the keyboard so I can get a bit more motion on the mouse. Right, the tail is up, so we might as well replace this one while we're here. Right, that's that done. We're kind of prone going under the aircraft there. Can we do any repairs to that tyre? No, we can't. Okay, let's get a new rear tyre then, and stand up while we're at it. I do love this signing mechanic. You know, I don't know why. It's just something different. I like things that are different, and you know, that's kind of a bit of a new way of doing things, or a slightly different way of doing things to the standards, and that's quite nice. There we go. That is one new wheel there. We'll keep it on the jacks because obviously if we... That is so cool. It's all compressed gas and... I love it. That is awesome. Ah, right. How does one get this wheel off? Okay, it's got 4 nuts and bolts there. That comes off. I'll get this one off as well. The signing adds that extra dynamic. It does, doesn't it? It's something you don't, you know, rather than just ticking a box or something. It's just, I don't know. It's very fitting with what what you would do. You'd sign for parts and bits, and you know, once you'd done your tests on it, you would sign the aircraft off. There we go. I have a feeling they're starting us off very gently with the Mosquito, which I'm not, I'm very grateful for, but I do fear that it could get a tad tricky very soon. Right, can we get in? Oh, get in here and grab that. And okay, that went a bit weird, but there we go. Okay, jack out. We'll get the other 2 jacks out, and then that's a good job, well done. Happy days. Oh, I need to. Oh, got to refuel the aircraft again, do I? Oh, I'm quickly learning to panic when I have to do that. Right, just find a space to put this down anywhere. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Yeah, refuel the aircraft. Where's my nemesis? There he is. Come here, you. Try and get as close as we can. Right, off you come. Out you come. By the looks of it, the jack on the right front, on the front, might just give you that bit of space you need for the oil refit. Yes, you're probably right, and I think that was suggested earlier, wasn't it? And knowing how easy those jacks are to use, that might be the way forward. Definitely, yeah. No. No. Desperately trying to make that stretch. It's not going to happen. Let's not forget covers this time. Anything's possible. There are 4 of them, and there's a good chance with me talking that I'll forget to do them. But if we have to do them one by one, then I should be good. I should be good this time. I don't normally make the same mistake twice. Well, no, that's not true. I don't normally make the same mistake twice instantly. Well, that's not quite true either, is it? I'll try my best, is what I'm trying to say. Oh! Oh! Right, we're in the cockpit. Here we go. So this is the cockpit. I may not... Oh, hang on. I'm slowly falling through. But we may never get another chance to look in here. So you can see the level of detail is quite nice, considering we're never going to be in the cockpit. So we can have a look around. Look, we've got all the gauges. They're obviously low texture resolution, but it's still pretty good. They're probably the magnetos, are they? Or are they... That's the compass there. Some bits and bobs there. Obviously the yoke. And we've got the RPM. We've got the direction finder. We've got the artificial horizon. Yeah, you see? We got down there towards the bombardier's compartment. Bomb aimer, they used to say. There's the engineer's seat there. He's got his bits and bobs back there. Right, okay. Oh, God. We fell out. There you go. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me get the ladder. So we're actually into a usable position. But yeah, you know, that stuff they didn't need to model. Obviously, it's not done to the level of it, the stuff outside, but it's still pretty good, isn't it? It's not filling up very quickly. I'm known to make the same mistake twice or thrice and more. It happens, doesn't it? It happens. It happens. You know, often there's so many other distractions going on. You know, if you don't ram it into your long-term memory, then it's quite easy to forget, especially for me. Right, done. Okay, one side complete, and we've done. I thought I'd left the fuel line up there, but no, we're okay. Now we need to find a space to put the ladder up. There we go. Yeah. I suppose that is the point. It's been modelled to the level where if you're looking in through a gap in the window or the perspex, then you can see a little bit of the detail. Yeah, but you're never going to get up close and use them. So, yeah, no, I suppose that's a valid point. I pressed space. Oh, it did come off with me. I thought I was going to have a moan there that it didn't come off. There we go. I'm trying to rush things, and that's why I'm missing click points, I think. Boop. Boop. Right, one more. And we should be good. We should be golden. Happy days. There we go. Where are you? There you are. I'm full of good points this evening. Whatever you got, whatever you've been drinking or eating tonight, bottle it. It's obviously working. I read it as points. So my brain auto-corrected it for you, so that's quite good. Right, all primary tasks have been completed. Right, yes, I do know. Covers. See, didn't make that mistake again, did I, eh? Now, I'll probably do it in 10 minutes, but not now. Done. As he falls down onto the propeller blade, causing maximum damage and unnecessarily rib damage as well. Good, so that should be that aircraft done. Absolutely. 7-2, 7-8, squiggly, done. Refuel the aircraft, check the undercarriage, perfect job. Happy days, up to 2,920. Oh, righty ho. Rattling through these. Yeah, as soon as we get a harder one, I'm thinking, that's the end of the night. Good night, everyone. Strip every engine component. Oh, good night, everyone. Oh, yawn. Oh, I hate when it's small text. Right, during a flight today, I noticed small flames coming out the right engine exhaust. That's absolutely normal. Make sure it's nothing serious. That's absolutely normal. Absolutely normal. Guarantee it. Don't worry. Don't worry your pretty little head about it, Charles. It's fine. Refuel the aircraft. Oh, God. That's becoming a hell of a task in itself, isn't it? Refuel the aircraft. Did he say which? The right engine. This right engine is causing a few issues. If he noticed the flames coming out, then you would expect he noticed it coming out of this side of the engine, because he wouldn't have visibility of the other side of the engine. Is that logic? That's logic right there, isn't it? So let's strip this off. Right, let's have a look. Oh, that sun is really awkward. Yeah, it's fine, mate. Absolutely fine. No problem at all. All looking pristine. Look at this. Yep. All good. All good. All good. All good. I can't actually see anything, to be fair. I'm blind, but there we go. It's better. I will check the other side, just in case it's a weird bit of logic where he saw it dancing from up here. But the shroud should have covered that, so I'm not sure how he would have seen that. Cheers, Autofire. Good to see you again. Have fun and good luck getting through till 7 AM. Oh, I don't envy you, but yeah, thanks for joining. Good to see you. Hydraulic pumps all good. Engine starters all good. That's all good. That's all looking good. I can't see any. What do you reckon then? Potential flames coming out of the engine? I wonder. Could it be too much fuel getting into the... Hang on, the camera's gone a bit weird. There we go. Where's the old fuel filter on these things? There you go. Fuel filter's okay. Everything looks okay. First engine dismantlement. I don't want to dismantle the engine. Oh God, no! I don't have the time in the world. Cover all this in. Right. Okay. I think we're going to have to. First of all, let's just do something silly by checking this engine. Now, he did say the right engine. Coming from the right engine's exhaust. Now, just to be sure that before we strip the engine on the right, that we just check the engine on the left to make sure it's nothing like he's just got his left and rights the wrong way around. Now, true, a pilot should not be getting his left and rights the wrong way around, but it happens to the best of us sometimes. So let's just have a little precautionary look in this one as well, just to rule out anything silly. Ooh, air compressor. Could it be the air compressor? It's too much air burning. It's burning a bit differently. Ooh, I don't think it is that one then. So let's have a look in here. Well, that sun is just an absolute pain. Where's the... come around this side then. Coolant, no, that's all okay. Oh. Plane's on the ground, check the left. What, do you reckon he saw it coming out from standing in front of it? Oh, I don't know. We'll have a look. We'll have a look. It's always worth, before we do any major work, as I said, there's nothing worse than stripping an entire engine, every component, which I have done. Can't find the problem. You think, oh, I don't know. And then it's some of the most silly little thing that you didn't even consider. Well, this all looks pretty... Oh, God, that sun! This is Britain, for heaven's sake. It wouldn't be this sunny. Generator's okay. Yeah, I think, you know, that was just to kind of rule it out. That one, I think that's just looks just as good as this one. So, watch me trying to do everything so I don't actually have to strip the engine down. Are we gonna have to strip the engine down, aren't we? Okay. Where's my ladder? It's over there. You were agreeing with our logic. Oh, okay, cool. Right. Let's get this off then, and can we have a look up here? Manifolds are okay. Coolant's okay. What we've got there? Induction pipe looks okay. Well, let's start by taking this off then, because flames we're seeing coming out of the exhaust. So we'll start from the exhaust, work our way back. Not a damaged exhaust cover. Let me just check the... No, everything's pristine on us. Everything we've taken off so far. This all looks pretty good as well. Right, let's start stripping this down then. Fancy old exhausts on these, aren't they? Right, let's have a look. Oh god, what have we got in here? Sparks look all good. Right, I guess. Oh, we can take this off, can we? Okay. Cylinder rings. I was just thinking that. I was just thinking that same thing. Thinking, oh, it's gonna be a piston ring, isn't it? It's gonna be a blooming piston. Oh, we got a damaged valve. We got 2 damaged valves. Okay, we may get away with this being a relatively quick one. Yeah, we've got a burnt valve there and another one there. Yeah, I thought it might have been too much fuel going in, but they're all green. Fuel pump, fuel filter, it's all good. So I think it's these two. Let's get these replaced and see if the jungle drums tell us that we've done the job. Are they repairable? I wouldn't have thought so. No, they're not. A couple of valves, please. Tough. Lovely. Start to actually try and sign it now. Right, let's get these. I'm hoping it's just this. Yes! It is! It's just the 2 valves. No major engine breakdown for us. Oh, thank goodness for that. Oh. Which is probably kind of against what the game is all about. It's supposed to be enjoyment about stripping it all down to pieces and finding the problem. But sometimes it's just nice to get things fixed. Right. Right, okay, so let's get the... No. Before we do that, can we put the exhaust in? There we go, it's better. What's quite interesting is that we seem to be able to put things... when you're doing the Spitfire, it's so neatly built that you have to do things in order to be actually to get them out. But this seems to be able to just chuck things on. It's kind of like, rather than working on a very close like F1 car, it's like working on an old Landy where you've got acres of space to just get in there and put anything in when you need to. Lovely. Right, that's in. Oh, this sun. Apparently we only do mechanics during the summer. It'd be nice to have, if it's pouring down with rain or snowing or something, right, we'll do it in the hangar, that'd be quite nice. Or pull an all-nighter, that'd be quite nice, just for a bit of randomness, rather than always doing maintenance during the day. It's like, you get pulled in at night to have to do a night shift, that'd be quite good. With the glowing oil lights and stuff, and in the... probably wouldn't be oil lights, but there'd be electrical lights, but, in the hangar, that'd be quite interesting. Nope. Almost go through the perspex of the nose. Right, I think I've put that back together properly. Let's put this one back together. And then I've got to do all the fuel. Only a small matter of 20 minutes of refueling. And job's a good one. Lovely. I do like these though, because they're just simple half turns and they're in. I don't even need a ladder for this. I should be able to just hop around here. Yeah, there we go. Whee, there we go. Brilliant. That sun is blinding me. I swear these fuel ports seem to get further and further back each time I try and lean across them. Daft can do the next level with confidence now, yeah. With hope in my heart that it's going to be an easy fix, you mean? Well, these are big old fuel tanks, aren't they? Oh, blimey. Just realised what the time was. Right. I may make this one the last job of the night. Oh, God. Just so I can say goodnight to the girlfriend and get the dog for a final walk in the evening. Boop. Lovely. Oh, come on, Mr. Ladder. Where is it? Oh, it's there. It's right in front. It's really well camouflaged. They shouldn't really put camouflage on these ports. I can't find them. I'll have to have a word with the chief. Let him know that. Did you refuel the aircraft? No, chief. They painted camouflage on the wing. I can't see the ports. Oh no. I might not get away with that. They may tell me off for that. How is the pup? We haven't had a pup date recently. He's good. He's good. He's what, 9 months now. He's going through that. Oh, he's kind of. We just got to the point where he'd been to puppy school, so he was getting good. And when we take him on the walk, we're quite lucky that we live in the country, so we've got like a grass lane. Like a grass lane you have between fields, for the farmers to drive their tractors to get to the field access. So we literally go straight out of our gate, straight down one of those tracks, and so you can have him straight off the lead. You can keep calling him back, and he comes back, and you give him a treat, and then he can run off and have a sniff and do what he wants, and then you give him a call, to keep calling him back, so he's still listening. But we've got to that stage now where it's that time of year where there's loads of rabbits and pheasants, and we've got a herd of deer around here as well. So there's so many scents on the track that sometimes his nose kicks in and his ears switch off. So he's just at that age where he gets too excited and he can get transfixed on a hare. I lost him the other day. Was it Friday morning? Yeah, he was off the lead and there was a rabbit literally came out of the bit of grass he was sniffing and went charging across the field, and then he went charging after it, and then I had to toddle along after him to get him. He thought it was great, but he's at that age where he's half the time he's a good boy, the other time he's a little bit naughty, but not because he wants to be naughty. He's just excited and he's just a puppy, and he chews everything still. But yeah, he's great. He's a pain, but he's great. He's great. He's very... Yeah, he's good, thank you. Thanks for asking. I'll have to put a picture online, because he's a pretty little dog. They came up to the plane, couldn't find a boss. Yeah. They camoed the plane. Oh, I got to put the thing in first, haven't I? Wonder if anyone has ever used that. Did you refute? Did you find the plane? Nah, it's hidden. It's camouflage. Couldn't see it, mate. Put some camouflage netting in, with the bits of vegetation in it. Never see it. Oh, I've gone too far on the ladder and I'm stuck. There we go. Off you go, Steve. Steve's actually not there. It's just a picture of a pin-up, and the truck drives itself. Mystically. There's a war on, so we don't ask questions. We just accept the help that the spirits give us. Boop. Lovely. Right, I think I put the covers on the others. So let's see how this goes. Job done. Excelente. So, job 7300, refuel the aircraft, fix the problem with flames from the right engine exhaust. Perfect job. Okay, should we be brave and go for one more? Maybe one more, just flexing the old shoulders. Go on then, one more. Please be a quickie. If this is a complete engine strip, then I'll refer you to my previous statement. That'll be it. No, it's a nice, relatively simple one. Oh god, refuel the aircraft. Even though I kind of sink every time I read that. Job number 7311. We were testing the bird's max speed capabilities on our last mission, which must have boiled the coolant. Make sure there's enough of it for the next flight. Okie dokie. Nice simple one to end the night. Lovely job. So over we go. And if we can do this properly, we can get the ladder in place, and we can do the coolant and the fuel at the same place. Right, where are you? There you are. Right, so that's a good spot. Where's the cans of coolant? We'll do that first. Here they are. Does he want me to drain the coolant and then completely freshly fill it up? But it's probably what you would do, but oh god blimey, it's going to take a few cans by the looks of it. Oh no, I tell a lie. That's nowhere near the size that I thought it would be. I thought that would take about 4 or 5 cans worth to fill that up, but no, apparently not. That surprised me. Be careful not to mix them up. Yeah. But you know what? I probably wouldn't have done that, but now you've mentioned it, I probably will make that mistake. I'll probably double think it now and get it wrong. There we go. Right, coolant's done, so I can't make that mistake. Right, let's top this up. Right, the outer tanks are done. Happy days. Smack my face into that propeller. And cap in. Cover on. Boop. Lovely. Right, let's do the inner tank then. See, this camouflage is really good. I kid you not. I'm struggling to see it. Eight Ball. Will Taff get to the engine rebuild on the Mosquito? The heavens point to yes. Oh no. Thanks, Magic 8 Ball. Thanks for asking the question. That's cheered me up. But we won't be doing it this evening, which is, I suppose that's a small mercy. I've got a few days to probably build myself up to doing that. Oh, this is a big tank, this one. Hey, job's good. Oh, that does not look like a healthy fuel line. That's under a bit of stress, that is. There we go. Hook that under there. And the boys still playing. There's a war on and they're just burning fuel, you know. There will be instrument checks or something like that. That's what happens when you let Fox shape the 8 Ball. Yeah, I'll be restricting commands to individuals now, I think. Just to make sure there's no grief going forward. Right, can we get the coolant? Yeah, we can. Boop boop. Coolant tank open. Alright, let's get the fuel done. Put the fuel in there now. Oh, I thought we could do that. It just says rotate the propeller. Oh, I like it. Oh no, hang on. No, my fuel line. Stop, 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 stop. That was a big mistake. Let's never do that again. Okay. Under maximum tension. Let's hope we don't spit the hose. That could have gone horribly wrong. I know. Oh dear. Let's hope no one higher up in the echelons of the airbase saw that, or we could be in trouble. Oh my goodness. Right, now we could have some mad physics as we try and unhook that from there. Oh, there we go. It's like one of those magic string tricks where you just sort of gore the knots and you pull it and it all undoes somehow. I never quite understood how that worked, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Right, phew. Drama over. Next mission, clean up the fuel spill. Yes. Yes. Mission 2. Line up in front of the firing squad for wasting precious military resources during wartime conditions. Yeah, I'm sorry. There we go. Coolant's done. We've got 2 half cans left now. Oh, this is always... There we go. It's always difficult to find a place to put those cans down. They like to stick to your hands. Some sort of sticky coolant. Right. Get that in. Does it only rotate in one direction? Yeah, I'd assume so. Then you go one way. They don't have reverse on them, do they? I did the fuel, didn't I? Right, let's get the outer tank done then. Lovely. Let's try not to get it caught on the propeller. Well, it's a bit of a stretch still, isn't it? But so there's no there's a worthy note. No rotating the prop while refueling. Absolutely, absolutely. Mental note taken. For which I will completely forget next time. But I'm doing here and I go, oh look, I can rotate that. Because I'd have completely forgotten with my goldfish memory. Just wondering, if you had turn the prop when the engine was open, would the parts in the engine actually move? Well, we'll have a look, shall we? Should we take the, can we take the top one off? Oh, hang on. Okay, we'll quickly do that. You may. I don't know if we can see any moving parts because they'll probably be covered up, but we can have a quick look. It'll only take a few seconds. For science. Right. So, hang on. I gotta do that. Oh, hang on. Yeah, so because you've got the front plate there, you can't see anything unless you take the spinner off. And so yeah, you just get the plate rotating. So what you'd have to do is take we a bit of, for science it's a good call, and I'm intrigued as well now. That's why I'm interested. That was a good shout. We have completed our job, but I'm also interested to see what we can see turning upstairs. So unnecessary maintenance 101, here we come. Field trip. Right, so if I spin that, can you see if any of these? Yeah. Okay. Right. I'd expect the valves. I don't know if these would, without any pressure, whether or not. It doesn't look like it, no, but I'm wondering. I'm sure they didn't. They weren't planning on this, you know, people rotating it to check everything, but. Oh, I suppose. Hang on. Secretly, Taft never suspected the question would result in an engine dismantlement. Oh, damn, you've tricked me. You've tricked my simple mind. How dare you? Yeah, the valves should have gone up and down, shouldn't they?
No. No.
Okay, angry man. Let's quickly strip this off. I don't mind doing a quick engine strip now because... Oh, crikey, he says that. Can't. There we go. Because I know these are all working parts, so I don't actually have to check them. I can just quickly whip them out. It's a lot nicer to work on than the Spitfire, actually. It's a lot more open. Oh my god! I've got to take all that out. Oh my goodness me. What have I started? Oh no! I should just quit while I was ahead. But we've got the 3 assistants now, and look at the speed that they can strip those nuts out. That's fantastic. Well, they're bolts technically, but you know what I mean. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness me. Right, it's the last time I answer questions. Anyone know? 1 hour later, engine put back together, extra part left over. Oh, guarantee it, guarantee it. Right. This is what I wanted to look at. The pistons move. Hey, look at that! Anyone knowing it had the clutch type of item in the prop housing, so when it spin freely and the engine wouldn't be running. Oh, okay. Mission success, absolutely. Is everyone happy now? Actually, that I don't know about anyone else, but I actually find that quite impressive that they bothered modelling that. That is pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet. And I think that was well worth the 6 hours it took us to strip this down to figure that one out. Oh, well, I thought that was a worthy piece of science there. That was a great show. Private Paula, yes, you can be very happy. And I'm happy that they did do that, because if I'd have found out they hadn't and we'd done all that, I'd have been slightly disappointed, I think. But no, I am thrilled with that as well. 6 hours, it was only 3 minutes in the stream. It's clever editing. Yeah, this is actually a recording. I kind of used the magic 8 ball to guess who would be saying what when, and I just kind of blagged it. It's quite impressive, I'm sure you'll agree. See, that's the beauty about YouTube. You can edit multiple long pieces of work like this with a bit of music in the background. Stream, you have to sit and watch. And if you rebuild the engine and still have parts left over and the thing still works, you optimise it. Absolutely. Absolutely. They were clearly unnecessary garb if it still works. Although slightly concerning, I'm sure you'd agree. Right, let's get these valves back in. Let's get that back in. Oh, I missed all the orange coming back down that line. There we go. Yeah, the assistant perks are well worth buying. Did I put the sparkies back in? I did on that side. I haven't on this side yet. I haven't put the ignition wire on here. But as I say, there's so much room with the Mosquito engine, you can actually get around it. The Spitfires you saw earlier is absolute pain in the backside. Everything's hidden. Boop 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 boop. There you go. That didn't want to boop, that one. Oh, we got a couple of screws there. Happy days. Get the exhaust on. Lovely. Get this hydraulic pump on. I love you, jubbly. Get this on. Nice. Sounds like a slot machine. And to think you accidentally pulled off some of the other engine block too. What? Did I? Nah, did I? Did I? Oh, you got me worried now. You got me worried now, I can't remember. My short-term memory. Exhaust strad, spinner. No, you're teasing. Right, thank you. Let's get the spinner on then. Pretty sure the cockpit needs adjustment. I'm sure it does, and the screen needs a clean. You need a couple of long weights in there as well. Yeah. Shroud on. We'll swing around the engine like a chimpanzee, and from the nose section, we'll have a look at this. Oh, missed that one. Shroud on. These cameras berserk. Right. Oh, the fuel truck's gone, so I must have done that. I can't remember doing that. We've got no parts in our inventory, so I do have no spare parts. It's always a good, worthwhile thing to check. And the job has been completed. So let's just get this ladder out the way. You've been impressed with what you've seen and purchases on the way. Oh, I'm glad. As I say, I enjoy this. I know the hype around it died a month or so ago, but I still enjoy it and I want to play it and I want to complete it. So, not the sparkies, but unplug the cables. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I put that back on. Yeah, I'm sure I done that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I done that. I'm going to sign it off anyway. Refuel the aircraft and refill the coolant, and so much more besides. Job number 7311 complete, and we're up to 3,000 score. Only 500 more merit points required until we are Flight Sergeant. I did a clip. He did put them back on. Woohoo! Okay, the cable's put back in place. Yay! You see, I was so quick, you didn't even realise I'd done it. Right. I think on that positive note, and after seeing the joy of seeing those pistons turning when we spin the propeller, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you ever so much for joining me this evening. It's been absolute hoot. I've really enjoyed it, and we've made some real good progress on Plane Mechanics Simulator. So, yeah, we'll be back to try and finish this off. I'm loving working on the Mosquito. It's a bit more of a challenge, but enjoying it nonetheless. Well done, Tef. Thank you for putting up with it. Thank you for all your suggestions. Thank you for all your your helpful and not so helpful comments. Giving me extra work to do, but no, I was actually thrilled to have a look at that. That was great, and really enjoyed it. Mr. Reed, thank you very much. Private Paula, good to see you. I'll obviously this will be going up on YouTube sometime in the near future, i.e. probably next week sometime, and we'll be back soonish to finish this off as best we can. So thanks ever so much. As the planes roar overhead, I can't hear myself think. Take care. Have a lovely evening. I'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye bye.